So I'm working outside and looking after my son Suleiman, and it's getting quite sunny. So what I was going to do is I'm actually going to move my desk into the shade. Perfect.
Welcome to the IFG vlog. It's been a crazy week. The economy has hit pause, we're all in lockdown, and so as a result we've had to come up with an emergency business strategy to survive as a result. And we've also launched a startup deal to our angel syndicate. Not really sure how that's going to be received in this environment, and we've spent a lot of time with the kids. So the landscape has changed dramatically in just a few weeks, and the global economy has gone into a slump. And as someone who left a secure, well-paying job a month ago, I'm naturally worried. So we had a business strategy meeting to think about how we can better use what we already have. And that's when Mohsin had a great idea. So Mohsin, it's all gone to pot. What are we going to do about it?
I mean, one thing to think about is our wills service. That clearly has seen an uptick in the past few days. But I don't know, somehow it just doesn't feel appropriate to leverage that.
Yeah, and I know what you're saying. But we could do like a kind of pay what you like will, and do it specifically for, I don't know, NHS workers, you know, people who are, just as a way to kind of say thank you to them, basically. And yeah, I mean, of course we don't expect to make much from it, but I think it's, you know, inshallah long term it could actually work out well from a marketing perspective.
To be honest, it went surprisingly well. A lot of people paid, even though it wasn't pay what you like, they paid full price. A lot of people paid somewhere in between. But yeah, we're now churning through hundreds of wills. Fun times.
It's hard. I mean, I'm working on weekends, at nights, when my missus is at home, you know, because she's a doctor, she has to go out. I have, though, discovered that his nursery is teaching him zero on personal finance.
Once upon a time, there was Sher Khan the tiger. Sher Khan the tiger was a high-risk, high-reward investor.
And fun.
And so what he did was he gave all of his money to Dawood the duck. And Dawood the duck said, why don't you put all this money into startups? So what is a startup, Suleiman? A startup is a small business, and it's a high growth business. It could fail, but it could massively succeed.
Mouse.
So week one of lockdown, how has it been? It's been a little bit different for me. Two things really have changed for me. One is that I obviously am not going to London anymore, definitely not. And the other thing that's changed really is that the kids are at home full time, which for me is, you know, a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old running around. We're trying to homeschool as much as we can. To be fair to my wife, she's taken the massive brunt of it, and I'm trying to work during the day. I'm not sure exactly how well it's working, to be honest with you. I feel like, you know, it's kind of 75% is there and 25% is the kids in my ear, or can you hear them in the other room or something. So maybe next week I need to change it up. Maybe I need to do night shifts or really early mornings, and maybe actually spend some time actually teaching them.
How's your first day at dad's school?
You go.
What do you mean you go? That's not a very nice thing to say, is it?
Bye.
So amidst all this kiddie carnage, and with bated breath, we launched a startup deal to our angel syndicate.
To be honest, I'm slightly nervous about it. I don't know genuinely what investment appetite is like right now. There's obviously a lot of fear generally. I don't know if that's going to extend to people preserving cash for all sorts of situations. I genuinely just don't know. It'll be interesting to find out.
So IFG is at heart an Islamic finance comparison site. You can come online and compare loads of halal investments all in one place. And one of the key investments that we offer is our angel syndicate.
IFG.VC is our angel syndicate where we invest in startup companies. Mohsen and Ibrahim have really built up something really good and we're trying to push us forward. So all our startups are Sharia compliant and they're really high growth companies. So we're very excited for our portfolio. So far, we invested over £3.5 million in over 10 startups. So it's really going really well.
Ultimately, we want to help the Muslim community become better off, and a key part of that is encouraging and empowering entrepreneurs. Every month, we invest around £100,000 to £250,000 into a startup, usually founded by a Muslim. And this month, it was Search Smartly.
So Search Smartly is a company I'm really excited about. Taha, the founder, is a former F1 Red Bull scientist who's now speeding up property search instead. And I invested in these guys about a year and a half ago, and I've been really impressed by the progress that they've been making. And I think that they have the potential to become the next Zoopla or Rightmove. But let's see what the investors think. Yeah, so the worst case scenario is we get nowhere near the 150,000 that we're trying to raise, and that this key part of our business is on ice until COVID dies down. But let's hope that doesn't happen. So alhamdulillah, the Search Smartly startup deal that we launched is doing much better than I expected. We've done a day or so and we've already hit 2/3 of what we wanted to hit. So looking good, but let's see where we get to. And it looks like there's some good news coming out with this coronavirus testing stuff. So with a bit of good luck, we might be out of this in about 2 months' time. But for now, stay safe, guys.